score 40-36. While Judge Barbara Perez has it 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision, the crown jewel.
You know it's AB, always balling, always boarding, a lot of bills. You know what's going on, man. You know, shout out to Crown Jewels Boxing, man. You know, my people. You know, they get it in over there, straight up.
Lamont Peterson giving a shout out to CrownJewelBoxing.com.
What's good, y'all? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing. Back to drop a gem. We just wrapped up Tank Davis, Hector Garcia official press conference and announced the full undercard. As they promised, stacked undercard. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of knew the main guy on the undercard, Jaron Ennis, would be there. It was rumored, but I kind of felt like Coach Calvin, Gervonta Davis's trainer, kind of let the hat out the bag when he talked about the fight, and he said Philly would be in the house. Even though Philly's only a couple hours from D.C., why would he say Philly would be in the house? Philly guys don't typically travel to D.C. for fights unless, you know, one of their guys are fighting. So when he said Philly would be in the house, I kind of figured Boots would be on the card. And that kind of makes for a stellar card. You also have Boo Andrade on the card. Tank shows a lot of growth and, you know, showed that he's really well and ready to attempt to take over his own career and you know, kind of be a leader out there in boxing. And he showed that by reaching back and putting Jalil Hackett on his undercard, somebody who's coming up behind him. And also, he reached back for someone who was ahead of him, but never really got that big opportunity on the big stage in Anthony Peterson. And I was really glad to see him put Anthony on the card. Not only put him on the card, but highlight him during the press conference, speak about him a lot of times during the press conference, and, you know, talk about how proud he was to be able to really give Lamont and Anthony an opportunity, being as though he looked up to them coming up. So, you know, kudos to Tank for that. The elephant in the room. I know we've been hearing it, but now it's real. There was no Leonard Ellerby. There was no Floyd Mayweather at the press conference. They're not. TMT is not listed as a promoter of record on the card. It's TGB and GTD. So, you know, he really went off on his own. I will say the press conference lacked a little bit of the normal excitement you're used to when you have Leonard Ellerby and Floyd Mayweather be a part of it. No knock to Tank and GTD. This is their first major event on their own with just them and Steven Espinoza, so they have time to work on that. But I hope that's not an indication of the card. I hope they're able to pull off the card without a hitch. It's still, you know, a massive event. Like I said, a stacked card. To have Boots and Boo Boo on the undercard is tremendous. Also, a young fighter been mentioned as a possible future opponent for Boots, Rashidi Ellis. And like I said, Jalil Hackett, just a very stacked card. You know what I mean? I'm very seriously thinking about taking that drive from Jersey down to D.C. to check out the card in person. I'm really excited. Again, Tank showed a lot of maturity. Like I said, I wasn't too surprised about Boots because I felt like Coach Calvin let the cat out of the bag on last week on the Rise podcast when he said Philly would be in the house. But again, we now know what that card is. January 7th, we're starting the year off right. You know, Hector Garcia, Gervonta Davis, that's the first step. And Tank, you know, taking a step towards, you know, attempting to take down all those massive fights in the 135-pound division, as well as, you know, charting his own course off on his own as his promoter, as his own promoter, and working in partnership with Showtime as opposed to being a fighter under a promotional company. How that's going to work out for him, will it increase his star power, decrease his star power, remains to be seen. But we look forward to being there to bear witness. Good luck to Gervonta Davis, Hector Garcia, GTD Promotions on January 7th. And like I said, it looks like we're going to start off the year on the right foot. Looking forward to a great year, 2023 in boxing. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.